My name is Peter Maddox, and I'm the president-elect for the current term for LTYA. And tonight, obviously, we have a great program put together. We'll go quickly through it. It's obviously an interesting year. We had a lot of highs, lows, just as everything in life. I think we've navigated very nicely through what we've been through. The main thing I want to leave is that everything is done for the most part with volunteers in our organization, and we have just a phenomenal group of volunteers, coaches, board members, the like. We do have one paid staff member though, and that is Scott Crunk, and he's going to run over the majority of the. We have two. I'm sorry. We have Whitney, who's our assistant within the office as well. Together, we couldn't do anything without that team, and I'm going to have Scott come up and run through a lot of the numbers, the accolades through the year with each of the sports, because he deals with these, on a daily basis. But what I could leave you with is where we started. This board came together, in LTYA, where we are now, both financially. What you don't see behind the scenes are all the processes that have been put in place to allow things to run smoothly through every sport, from bringing a new sport on, such as flag football, to running existing programs, whether it be basketball, baseball, and the like. So what we're going to hear first is we're going to hear from Dr. Allen, who's obviously the district, talking about LTYA, and hear his message, then we'll go into the voting process. So.
Hi, my name is Chris Allen, and I'm the Deputy Superintendent with the Lake Travis Independent School District, and I'm welcoming you to this year's annual LTYA meeting. I want to first of all express appreciation to LTYA for offering our students a wide variety of youth athletic opportunities, and they've been doing this for more than 36 years now. And it means quite a bit to me as a person who works with children in public education because of the benefits it brings to our students and to our community. First of all, there are those benefits that seem rather obvious because our students have the opportunity to develop skills and experiences that help them become better athletes. It contributes to the success of Lake Travis High School and our middle schools and our other youth athletic programs that we work with as public educators. Certainly, some of the success we've had can be attributable to the early foundation of strong skills and experiences developed by LTYA. But really more importantly are those lessons that our students learn that will carry them throughout the rest of their life, that are really fostered in an environment of youth athletics. Lessons like the importance of teamwork, the value of hard work, how to receive constructive feedback and apply those lessons. We call that coaching. They learn a lot about how to interact with folks in situations that are tough and competitive and difficult. You can't say enough about the mental discipline and the toughness that a student must develop in order to be successful, not just in athletics, but in the classroom and in life. Our students excel athletically, they excel academically, and they excel in fine arts. And there are many lessons that youth athletics teach that help these students be successful. Finally, and maybe most importantly to me, are the lessons of leadership. How to rise to an occasion, how to encourage teammates, how to speak respectfully to a coach while sharing information that might have a positive impact on the outcome of a game. And in addition to that, many of our students serve as officials and umpires. And sure, they're young and they're taking on the tough challenge of trying to officiate games where you might have a T-ball kiddo who's trying to be successful in a game environment. But being an official, leading a game, implementing rules, dealing with some of the pressures and feedback that come from parents who frankly sometimes overreact to a negative call. These are all important leadership lessons that will not only prepare our students for success at Lake Travis High School and in Lake Travis athletics, but throughout the rest of their lives. I was in youth sports when I was growing up. I played high school basketball and football, and I too excelled in many of the areas of my life, and I still think about some of those coaches I had at early times in my life. Heck, one of those coaches was even my dad. So for you volunteer coaches who step up and help out, well done, and we appreciate you greatly as well. I know that you have a great meeting ahead of you. I know that you've got a lot of work you've got to do, but my purpose here really today is to thank you, to welcome you, and to hope that we can continue to partner and work together as we face some of the mutual challenges that are associated with bringing kids into their full potential through youth athletics and public education. I hope y'all have a great day.
All right. Well, I think, he just nailed it, what we're trying to do. I think the beauty of LTYA, a couple things I think worth noting. First is that we're the only organization out here, right, for our children. At this point, there are no church leagues, there's no YMCA. I mean, we are the program that hopefully will put all of those attributes into our kids as they get older. And again, it's run on the back of volunteers and everything that we do. But I think it's also important to note that we need continued help and support. So as you talk to friends, talk to colleagues, everything that we do out there, on whether it be in a basketball court, a baseball field, softball, and so forth, is continue to run by everybody in here. And we appreciate the opportunity to do so. And so this is the current board of directors as we have it currently before we have our vote tonight. Like I said, I'm president. Currently, Jerry Moan is in the corner. He's vice president. Susanna Catrone here, secretary. Lynn, there's Lynn over here, treasurer. Melissa Nelson in the front row, or second row, excuse me. Corey Hale, and Jim Donnelly, who's not with us this evening. Then the sports presidents, if you don't know, unfortunately some of them aren't here this evening, but Steve Johnson is the head of soccer. Josh Sanders is the head of baseball, as you can read. Chip is the head of softball, right here in the back. Bill Stroud, football. Mike's head of volleyball, right here in the third row. Got Adam, basketball. And then, as I mentioned earlier, the only two paid staff members that we have in the entire organization are Scott Crunk, who's over in the black shirt. I think we all know Scott as our executive director, and then Whitney Miller, who, boy, she does so much for us. You wouldn't imagine, in the office, behind the scenes, and taking care of things. So that's kind of the backdrop as it sits today. The very first slide we had up just talked about, again, what it takes to be a part of the board and go through the voting process that we're going to have this evening. The certification of candidates was the process that you have to have a child in the program. We run a background check, and I guess, was there anything else in the certification that was? Those are the two biggies, and I think that background check is important. I wanted to know that as a parent. When you come out to the field and you see the various folks, every coach and assistant coach has been through that process. So whether it be softball, football, baseball, the like, and as it relates to, I can tell you specifically to baseball, the only way they get that jersey that says coach is they've been through that process. So a lot of checks and balances in place to do that.